that we submitted more than 200 signatures from Banjul. However, they said that some of the signatures were cancelled out for CA because of duplicate nominations. What does that mean? It means that if I sign for Mr. X, I cannot sign for Mr. Y. But if you look at the forms, those who signed for CA before they signed for the other parties. But the IEC arbitrarily gave nomination date and time to political parties. So it means that if party X is called to go submit their nomination before party Y, but party Y was the first party to be signed for, means party Y's signatures will be X'd. And we think that is unfair. We did not choose the day we are going for nomination. So it's not about when it was signed, it was when it was delivered to the IEC. But the date and time of delivery is decided by the IEC and not Citizens Alliance. And because of those duplicates, they said we lost some signatures. And because of that, we could not fulfill the criteria. Now, we still insisted that, we thought our rights were violated and the IEC did not follow due process. Because the law is very clear that where nomination forms are incomplete, it is by law, according to the Electoral Act, for the IEC to provide fresh nomination and notify the candidate before nomination closes to submit fresh nominations. But that was not done. So we did not hear anything from the IEC. We are not notified that we are short until when we had at the press conference that our appeal was rejected. Now, the following day, on Tuesday, we received a letter from the Electoral Commission that our appeal was rejected. We also spoke to our lawyers, and we were advised that we were unfairly treated. We trust a process that should have been transparent, and a process that would have focused more on inclusion rather than exclusion. In line with the Constitution, every citizen has a right to be voted for in office, but also to vote for in elections. Also, we fulfill all the constitutional requirements in accordance with the law, with the Constitution, in terms of age, in terms of citizenship, in terms of academic qualification. All the constitutional requirements are fulfilled by us. Now, we thought it was unfair, unjust, for us to be rejected or disqualified just because we did not meet statutory requirements which are outside of the Constitution. So because of that, we feel that our rights have been violated, that the IEC did not follow due process in the way they handled our nomination, and then we thought now the best way is to go to the courts and let the courts decide. The courts are here for everyone. The law is here for everyone to protect everybody's fundamental human rights. So we thought that our rights were violated and that the IEC don't act in line with due process in terms of, in fact, the way we are notified of our rejection. The law is very clear on that. There is a process that should have been done to notify us of our rejection, but also not giving a chance, an opportunity in accordance with law and our right to really fulfill the requirements to run for office by giving a chance to fill in fresh nomination forms. Our rights were also violated. So we engaged lawyers. Barrister Christopher Mene is heading the team of lawyers. And yesterday, a case was filed at the High Court challenging the IEC's decision. And then we just got to learn this morning that a day has been assigned for hearing, which is Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 1:30. The case will be heard at the High Court. So in the meantime, we want to convey to every Gambian, to all our party members, sympathizers, and supporters, to stay calm while we follow due process, while we give the court the chance to make a decision on this very important, this very critical issue. In the meantime, CA is focusing on this court case. We've already filed a case at the High Court. We trust the process, and we are waiting for the process to make a ruling on this case. In the meantime, we have a case to be heard on Tuesday, and in the meantime, after that, perhaps we'll also seek advice from our lawyers, and they'll advise us as to the nature of this process, and we'll know exactly what to do as a party moving forward. But just to tell the members of the press, to every Gambian, and to our supporters that now the case is now in the courts. It will be heard on Tuesday at 1:30, and we are waiting for that. And after that, we'll now make a decision as to the way forward for the party. Thank you. Well, we can only speak for CA. CA is affected, that we know, and we are seeking redress at the courts. So we can only speak for CA at this moment. Well, rumors are rumors. Currently, we are focusing on our case in the courts. That's our focus right now. And that's what I can tell you. Anything that changes from that, we'll face the media again and tell them what's happening. But for now, our focus is our case in the courts, waiting for the courts to make a determination.
Go ahead.
So do you have, okay, I am also, and I work with the TV Gambia. Is there any possibility that if at all that your case is being adjourned at the court, are you going to have a plan of joining other political parties?
Well, it's too early for us to decide that. Currently, like I said, we are focusing on the court case, and we are hoping that there will be redress. And that's our focus now for the court case to go to court. So it will be premature for me to sit here and say if, because ifs are hypothetical. I don't know what will happen. So we are waiting for the first hearing on Tuesday, and then we'll get advice from our lawyers as to the scope and nature of the case, and then we'll advise ourselves as to what the next move will be.
Do you trust the justice system?
Yes, we trust especially recently, yes. We've seen recent rulings that really show that the current judicial system is impartial, and that they follow due process and they are doing their job. So if we didn't trust the process, we wouldn't take it there. We trust the race why we took it there. So yes, we trust the justice system.
Okay, I'm Usman Serikan for Going Out Online News. So CA was